Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to see one numerical on Otto cycle. The question is, the following observations were made on petrol engine are. Now here it is mentioned that it is a petrol engine, and petrol engine is nothing but SI engine or Otto cycle. It is Otto cycle. So they have given Otto cycle. So let us draw PV diagram, pressure versus volume diagram. Now on pressure versus volume diagram, process number 1 to 2 is reversible adiabatic compression, 2 to 3 is constant volume heat supply, 3 to 4 is reversible adiabatic expansion, and 4 to 1 is constant volume heat rejection. This is called petrol cycle. Number 1, amount of fuel consumption is 3 kg per hour. That means mass of fuel is given. Mass of fuel is 3 kg per hour. Now here we need kg per second. Therefore 3 divided by hour we have to convert into second. So we have to divide 3600. This will become kg per second. This much fuel is consumed per second. Right. Now then calorific value of fuel is 44.2 megajoule per kg. Now here calorific value of fuel is given 44.2 megajoule per kg. So if I want to convert into kilojoule per kg, then I have to multiply with 10 to the power 3. 44.2 into 10 to the power 3 kilojoule per kg. This will be the calorific value. Then third, engine develops a power of 11.25 kilowatt. Now here power developed by engine, which is nothing but net work output in kilowatt. Here unit is kilowatt. When your unit is kilowatt, it is called power, and when your unit is kilojoule, it is called net work output. Means the power or net work output in kilowatt is given here, right? Which is nothing but 11.25 kilowatt, right? That is kilojoule per second. It is also called kilojoule per second. That means net work output per unit time per second. Net work output per unit time. That also we can say, right? Now engine efficiency is 50% of year standard efficiency of engine. Here my dear students, the efficiency of engine, actual efficiency is 50%, that is 0.5 times year standard efficiency, means auto efficiency or theoretical efficiency, right? Actual efficiency is 50% of auto cycle efficiency, right? Means there are losses. Then the clearance volume of engine is 200 centimeter cube and cylinder ratio is 1.1, right? Clearance volume, here I will write in here, clearance volume means VC, which is nothing but 200 centimeter cube, and cylinder ratio is, that means stroke length divided by bore diameter, L by D is nothing but 1.1, right? And here they are asking determine compression ratio, that is RK, and cylinder dimensions, that is length and stroke length and diameter, right? So here question is to find compression ratio RK, right, and second is cylinder dimensions. So my dear students, the first question is to find RK, compression ratio, which is nothing but V1 divided by V2, right, is question mark. And second question is cylinder dimension, that is stroke length and diameter of cylinder or bore, right? Now my dear students, we know that clearance volume is V2 or V3. Clearance volume is V2 or V3, and swept volume is between 2 and 3, 2 and 1, sorry, this is swept volume, and between 0 to 2 there is a clearance volume, there is a clearance volume, right, VC. Now here we need to calculate compression ratio RK, which is nothing but V1 divided by V2. Now my dear students, year standard efficiency of Otto cycle, year standard efficiency of Otto cycle is nothing but 1 minus 1 upon RK raised to gamma minus 1, RK raised to gamma minus 1. This is theoretical efficiency or this is ideal efficiency. But my dear students, actual efficiency is nothing but net work output, that is power divided by heat supply, right? Net work output divided by heat supply. This is the actual efficiency of any cycle. Now here actual efficiency will be equal to, power is 11.25 kilowatt, it is in kilowatt. So heat supply we have to consider in kilowatt only. Now Heat supply is nothing but mass flow rate, that is kg per second into calorific value. Calorific value, right? Here we can say heat supply is equal to mass flow rate of fuel into calorific value. See, mass flow rate will be in kg per second into calorific value will be in kilojoule per kg. Now kg will get cancelled, it will be remaining kilojoule per second, which is nothing but kilowatt. This is how we can find heat supply. Therefore, here instead of heat supply we have to put mass flow rate into calorific value. I can write here mass flow rate into calorific value in kilojoule per kg Kelvin, right? So let us put the values. Let us put the values. Therefore, efficiency actual of the cycle, actual efficiency is equal to power output divided by mass flow rate is, we can say, 3 divided by 3600 into calorific value. Calorific value is 44.2 into 10 to the power 3, right? Now solve this to find efficiency actual. Now from this you will get some value for efficiency actual, and this efficiency will be equal to 0.30542, right? Now in statement there somewhere they have provided that this efficiency actually is 0.5 times theoretical efficiency or Otto cycle efficiency. Therefore this actual efficiency is equal to 0.5 times efficiency of ideal Otto cycle. So let us put the values, which is nothing but 0.5 times 1 minus 1 upon rk raised to gamma minus 1, right? That formula we have to use, right? Now here, as air is a working fluid, this gamma will be equal to 1.4. Gamma will be equal to 1.4, which is the ratio of specific heats, which is nothing but Cp divided by Cv, right? Let us put here, therefore actual efficiency is 0.30542 is equal to 0.5 into 1 minus 1 upon rk raised to 1.4 minus 1. Now in this total equation only compression ratio rk is unknown. So let us find this compression ratio. In this compression ratio you will get 10.58, 10.58, right? And this was the first question to find compression ratio. Now second question is to find cylinder dimensions, that is length of cylinder or stroke length and diameter of cylinder. So let us jump on calculation of these cylinder dimensions, right? After calculation of compression ratio we will find cylinder dimensions. Now my dear students, we know that this compression ratio is nothing but V1 divided by V2, and here V1 is nothing but clearance volume plus swept volume, which is equal to clearance volume plus swept volume, and V2 is nothing but clearance volume. V2 is clearance volume, right? So this compression ratio we have calculated as 10.5 what, 10.58. Now let us put the dimensions or values. Now in question they have given the clearance volume. Let us put here clearance volume is 200 plus swept volume is unknown divided by clearance volume is 200 is equal to 10.58. Now in this equation only swept volume is unknown. So my dear students, first of all calculate swept volume from this equation. Now if you calculate swept volume, you will get swept volume is equal to 1917.21 centimeter cube. This will be the swept volume. And my dear students, we know that this swept volume is nothing but pi by 4 d square L, right? So let us put the values. Therefore this swept volume is, we know the relation between L and D. L divided by D is nothing but 1.1. Therefore stroke length will be equal to 1.1 times diameter. Therefore swept volume is equal to pi by 4 d square. L is nothing but 1.1 d, right? Therefore swept volume is 1917.21 is equal to pi by 4 into 1.1 into d cube. Now in this equation only diameter of cylinder is unknown. So let us find first diameter of cylinder from this equation. Then if I solve for diameter, I will get diameter is equal to 13.04 centimeter. That answer you will get in centimeter because swept volume we are using in centimeter cube, right? So length of cylinder or stroke length is equal to 1.1 times diameter, which is equal to 14.34 centimeter. This is how we can find cylinder dimensions. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will start diesel cycle, that is compression ignition engine.